Hello, I'm Nate Pippin. This is my game Any Last Word. This is a game I created for my final in my game design class at Quinnipiac University this last semester. And it is a twine game that uses the programs Puzzle Script, Bitsy, and Vertex Meadow within the game. And that's why I believe this game is an experimental example, because most games that I play, of course, they're much higher budget and are much better games than this, but they only normally use, they're focused in one singular program. And the reason this is experimental is because it uses 4 programs to play the game. So this is where it starts off. While watching through the recording, if you are thinking to yourself that this game doesn't make any sense, it's a little strange, I don't know what's going on, I know it's kind of convoluted to just say that's the point, but unfortunately it kind of just is the point. You're not really supposed to know what's going on. It's up to the player to interpret how the player character got into this situation and how they're going to possibly get out of it. And that's where you come in, to find the last word of this spirit or entity that is hunting the player down. Because as the intro explains, which I'll get to after I enter my name, you need to find the last word to this entity to banish it and save yourself. Otherwise, it will find you and it will end your life. So, I'm just going to type in my name. My name is Nate. That comes into play later in the game. So, unfortunately, a lot of this game is just reading. So, I'm just going to show each little block of text for a little bit, and you can pause the video if you'd like to read it, because I've seen all this, so I can just continue through. Basically, it's just explaining what's going on here. Sorry, this is the only thing that isn't correct. 65. There are not 65 stories. There are 25 or 26. I had to cut it down for time because, again, this was made for a school project. But your website said that prototypes are okay to submit, so yeah, there's an error here, but I'm pretty sure that's probably the only error in this. Okay, so we're going to continue through. This is the email that you're going to receive. I accidentally just revealed a secret thingy here. This gets explained later. Basically, you can Command A or Control A to find hidden text in each segment to help you with hints and finding the right word. So this is the email that you got. It's very short. It was supposed to be longer, but this is just to show the concept of the different programs all working together instead of being one massive game. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, so I was right. There are 25 different words. As you find words that are suspicious, they will come down here into your notes. I will quickly do that. I will just show one. I'm pretty sure this one is suspicious. Okay, this is perfect. So this passage here has an example of you getting hacked. Getting hacked opens a different window here where you have to enter an entirely different program. This is Vertex Meadow, and you have to find the code hidden within this section, and that is how you, finish the antiviral program. You have to find the code and then type it in, and then that's how you can continue. That's how I made all of these different programs work together, is by dumping you into its own world and having you find a code this way. So I knew the solution because I made this, obviously. It's 147 is the code. So if you exit with the escape key and go back here, then you can insert the code 147 right here, and then you can move on. And as you finish the story, your character realizes that this is kind of suspicious. You can read through this if you'd like. You can choose to continue on or take a note. So if you take a note, as I said before, it will now show up down here, and you can click on it. It'll kind of give you a summary of what happened and why this is a suspicious thing. like a suspicious story. And if you think this is the last word and you think you have gotten enough evidence, like you are convinced this is the last word, you can finalize it here, and that will bring you to an ending, whether you got it right or not right. Or you can continue searching for the rest of the words. So I'm just going to quickly show what the rest of the programs, how they are implemented into this. So let me see what this one is. This is the Vertex Meta one. So that was Vertex Meadow. This one is Bitsy, and excuse the audio. It's supposed to be like super happy. This was the default audio that got included in Bitsy. I didn't realize it was here because my computer was muted the whole time. But basically, all these cats have different little riddles telling you which cat is lying, which cat is not lying, and they all tell you their own codes. And the cat, once you figure out the puzzle with this, you have to figure out which code is the correct one. And it is I can't. I'll leave it up to you guys to figure that out. Okay, and then the last one here is Puzzle Script. This is another program that isn't really used that often, and the whole point of this game, as I said previously, was to use multiple smaller programs together to create one game instead of one program to create one game, and I think that is what makes this game stand out. So in order to do this, you push these crates onto these boxes. It's very simple, and then boom, there's your code. So that is all this game has. It not all this has to offer. Every single one of these words has their own story that you can go through. That you're supposed to control A here to find the way to continue, and they're all different. Every single one tells a different story, and you have to figure out which one of these words is the last word of the entity hunting you down. And all of the suspicious ones that your character finds suspicious will appear down here. You pick the one you want to be, you think the one that you think is correct, and then that is it. And if you get it right, it'll bring you to the correct ending, the right ending. If you get it wrong, it'll bring you to the wrong ending. So there's two endings. And that is it. So thank you.